This is Third Eye Confidential. I'm Alycia, psychic snoop and metaphysical menace to the rich and reckless. What I spill is channeled, not confirmed, and sealed behind Botox smiles and airtight NDAs. From chart-topping teen idol to the face of modern-day mind control allegations, Britney Spears' saga isn't just a pop tragedy. It's a suspiciously well-timed, highly profitable, and deeply uncomfortable mystery. Today, we pull the glittery curtain back and ask the questions they don't want answered. Picture this: a Louisiana teen in pleather and pigtails becomes a global pop icon overnight. But Britney Spears wasn't just discovered, she was designed. Jive Records, Larry Rudolph, a pipeline from Mickey Mouse Club to Pepsi Queen. Then came 2007. She grabbed the clippers, shaved her head, and the headline screamed meltdown. But maybe it wasn't a breakdown. It was a rebellion. Days later, her father, Jamie Spears, took control. Enter the conservatorship. For 13 years, Britney was managed like a business and treated like a threat. Lou Taylor pulled financial strings. Black box security watched her every move. Her family cashed in. Her lawyer tied to her dad's team. Meanwhile, Britney kept performing albums, Vegas, interviews, while being silenced off stage. And the clues? Always there. Monarch symbolism, split personas, cryptic Instagram posts that didn't feel like her. The conservatorship may be over, but the story isn't. Into it's going to be kind of a deep dive, so get prepared, get your snacks, get your drinks, and let's get into it. Of course, it's all alleged for entertainment purposes only, although it's not very entertaining in the subject, but you know what I'm saying. And it's not fact. Snarky opinions, psychic downloads, you know the deal. All right, let's see. We're going to start with, was Britney discovered or manufactured by music execs looking for a compliant starlet? So is Britney discovered or manufactured? Manufactured. Eek. Now, I know there's going to be people who are like, no, but she's talented. She had talent. I mean, I've seen the Star Search when she used to sing like normal and she had a voice. No, but the whole idea is like, this is not like that. This is essentially, they manufactured, she was the perfect mark. She got put into their little system. You know how it goes. They spotted her, like, I don't know where they spotted her, but they got her from a mile away. This one's going to just do whatever we want, help us move forward in our goals of money-making machine and probably doing whatever else. Okay. Yeah. They had a star on their mind, and there was somebody who was going to be in charge of looking at her, watching her, keeping her on track, shall we say? I don't know if that's the right word. Keeping her where she's supposed to be kept. And there's some idea here, though. The thing that's interesting to me, I think we already knew there was some issues, I'm going to say, with her mind. I don't know if this is emotion. I want to say it's emotional issues. We've already had some things go on in the past, not good, that should have been addressed, and perhaps were not. And yeah, there's something. But that might make it for that she's a perfect mark, right, for certain people. All right, so what role did Larry Randolph really play? Was he just a mentor, or was he just an early handler? Because that could be interesting. Larry Randolph, what role were you really playing with Britney Spears? Well, he didn't want this role. Let me turn my exposure down here for a minute. He didn't want this role. He was told he had to go be a part of the Britney Spears. Oh. I think he was supposed to come in as a mentor. But he didn't want to do it, right? So he was like, I don't know. And then they kind of like upgraded him to a handler. So then he's calling all the shots here. Pushing the parents and whoever support system out of the way. Yeah, and he's behind the scenes puppet mastering. Oh, okay. Okay, so did Jive Records knowingly push the sexy version of the teen for some type of, I don't know, psychological control? I don't know, on pervy dudes? I don't know. Let's see. So did Jive Records knowingly push this sexy teen image for psychological control on the masses? Yeah. They know what they were doing. They knew that this was going to be a moneymaker. Interesting. There's this idea that maybe perhaps they're like, we could get some pushback because people haven't really been down for this. Nobody caught our Shirley Temple thing where she's on the good shit lollipop. Nobody really caught that shit, but they might catch us. This is kind of blatant. Okay. Yeah, this is like we're taking people and we're expanding their minds in new ways for new dirty thoughts. Get them over to Sodom and Gomorrah. Stat! Okay, yeah. This is for setting down things for future agendas.
Chris Hansen here.
Yeah, that kind of agenda. Chris Hansen here. So... and then her public innocence was a part of that. Like, she's just so innocent, and people are like, oh my gosh, what are you doing, you harlot? I don't know what you mean. Anyhow, but that plays into the whole thing. So let's then look in the public innocent part. Is that a part of a deeper, the narrative where the dirty birds are, taking care and molding the young person into what they want, the whole grooming narrative? Is that what looks like that was the agenda on tap? Oh yeah, we're just trying to make it all normal. It's all good. Love's love. Okay, fuck this. All right. Anyhow, let's go into the Jason Alexander wedding real quick. They were married for 55 hours. Was that it? So who benefited the most from annulling the Jason Alexander Vegas marriage? Like, was it her management? Was it her? Maybe she was like, I didn't know what I was doing and I got into this wedding. So is it for her management, the handlers, the team who's making Britney a star, or is it for Britney herself? Who benefits the most? Let's see that. It's the team. The team's working on this image. We can't be having Britney here married to this kid. No, No. That's going to ace us out of our money-making ways. Okay, so we don't even need to ask. This is them. They're just like, no, we need her. She's our property. Okay, great. Let's see if Jason Alexander was silenced. I assume he was. I don't know. I didn't follow this story. And maybe he said he has been. But let's see what we can find out maybe that wasn't discussed. Was he silenced about this thing? Somebody's coming to talk to him. Yeah, okay. Somebody came to talk to him and said, we got to clear this up. I don't know if he made a statement, but it was like highly encouraged. You make a statement about this, clear up the gossip, whatever's going on. Okay, because essentially the only partner that Britney's going to have is Eyes Wide Shut, the devil, the handlers, all of them. Okay, you're going to not say shit about why this marriage was annulled. Just two crazy kids who made a mistake. Maybe you were drunk, maybe you were high, maybe whatever. Make up the story that you want to tell. Yeah, that you're drunk, high, doing something. Okay, but we're getting it annulled. So somebody came in and told him, sit down, shut up. I don't see any money given to him. I think this might have just been scared straight. Scared straight. Okay. So did Britney shave her head to reject control? Or was this about being over-medicated and she was just spiraling? So essentially, Britney, are you shaving your head to reject the control? I know there was rumors that she shaved her head because they were going to do a drug test and take her kids away from her. Which, in a way, taking the kids away is another element of control. But Britney's shaving the head. What can we know? Eyes wide shut. So there's a whole bunch of stories that are going on around this time. So nobody really knows the truth. Okay, she's trying to reject control of Eyes Wide Shut. They have been puppet masters for this time since the beginning, right? And she's had enough. So she's thinking, I'm going to put in the work. This is my first step towards working towards getting myself free. And they are trying to use leverage of family against her. She's just trying to establish a balance because it doesn't feel like there's any type of balance in her life. Even if I don't know if they said like, oh yeah, she's been relaxing for whatever period of time. She wasn't. There's like no peace, no relaxation, no nothing going on here. So yeah, she's trying to save herself. So this is like essentially like, you can't control me. I'm doing this. Okay. Let's look into her rehab stints. Were those voluntary or just Eyes Wide Shut sending her back to get reset or be punished for her bad behavior or maybe fixing bad programming? I don't know. So were the rehab stints voluntary for Britney Spears? No, they were not. Not a shocker. Don't need a psychic to tell me this shit. I get it. No. And sometimes there's this idea that, sometimes when they send them off to these facilities, it's this idea that it sends a signal to the rest of the stars. See what happens? Look at so-and-so just went off. This is kind of like not that this is not assigned to anybody else. Okay. So this is not voluntary. She's going, and there's this idea of like, it's not effective, necessarily, where they would send her. Like there's a second level place that, I don't know, probably some underground base. I don't know, that they're sending her that's, does better at resets. If you get my drift. Essentially, like whatever they're doing, they are arresting, trying to erase any type of independence, strong will, sovereignty within her. They're, trying to make her just that she's numb and she's just like, yes, I would like to perform whatever you would like me to do. I would love to perform. I would love to perform. What would you like me to do? Yes, 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 yes. This is what they're trying to get her into, so she's not even here anymore. So they're just like strong arm, strong arm, strong arm. And I don't think we'll ask, that's our next question about these facilities, or at least one of them. What really happened behind closed doors at Promises and Crossroads? What really was going on there? Because it looks like she's taken to the torture chamber later on, but... allegedly, in my opinion, devious. This is a part of marketing for them. So part of this, I don't even know if she used to go to these places, but this would be like, are you having an issue? You should come to Promises in Malibu or wherever it was. It's to help make them kind of like when a celebrity's got a purse or an outfit or wears the shoes and everybody wants it. Same idea. It's for pushing marketing to these businesses. There's a lot of this is for marketing. she breezed in and out of these places. This was not where the main shit was going on. This was like in and out the door. These places, my opinion, allegedly, I wasn't there, they wanted to be able to get their hands on her in terms of helping her, right? So then they could say, look at the results. But no, you guys know, this is just for, we can say we put her somewhere. They didn't put her there. She goes to Eyes Wide Shut. And they're down there messing with her and tinkering with her mind again. So she didn't go, no. She didn't go these places. Okay. Like she went in the door and left out the back to go to the scary places. Let's just see, what was Britney feeling when she was placed under this 5150 hold? What was Britney feeling when she was placed under this 5150 hold? The powers that be are going to be the powers that be. It's all part of the Eyes Wide Shut, and we're doing this whole show. We're doing a whole show. That's interesting. We're going to blame it on Britney. You know, she's been very bad. She's been having too much fun and not enough work. Yep, so what else could we do? We had to intervene. Yeah, they were working on that for a long time. This is like they were fucking with her big time to get her into that space. Yeah, so this is gaslighting. Man, this is like wrong. Okay, so they're messing with her. This is all about getting the control. They've been working on it for a while. So all the games they've been playing up until this point, which go back to the beginning, like what she discovered or manufactured. She's manufactured. She's pulled into the scene. This is a part of their playbook of the shit that they always do. So they're just going along with it. Allegedly, my opinion. Let's see if Britney knew that a conservatorship was coming, and did she try to stop it with maybe some chaos? Did she have any clue? Or was she just trusting? Or maybe she was zonked out. Did she have any idea that the conservatorship was coming? That's already been threatened, so yes. And framed in a certain way. We're looking out for your best interest. We're here to help. We're looking out for your best interest in the future because, you know, you want to do this, right? Well, this is going to help you. We're just trying to get you back on track. Here's the diabolical Jekyll and Hyde figure who's a part of it. He's always been there. I don't know who this person is, but there's some Jekyll Hyde a-hole with some playing some emotional games. Could it be her dad? Possibly, but yeah. This is just trying to get her to be docile. Go along with the plan. We said we had a plan. Go along with the plan. They already had the lawyer on board, whoever's going to sign off on it, the judge, the whoever's. They had them all on board. They're all there. Yeah, I was going to say more than one person behind this. This is like two companies. I don't know what that means. Two companies on board, coming together in an alliance. We have Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde here. Maybe there's a chick part of this element. If this is Dr. Jekyll over here, maybe there's another chick element here. Could be. Yeah, okay. And this is just to get her emotionally manipulated again, dangle carrots out there. You know, you might want to be able to see your kid, or you might want to be able to, I don't know, drive a car again. You might be able to want it, whatever. Okay, so I don't know if this is Jamie Spears and Lou Taylor. Maybe, allegedly. My opinion. I don't know. I'm just a chick reading cards, tinfoil hat, right? Yeah, okay. So, was Jamie Spears ever more than the fall guy for the bigger players? Was Jamie Spears ever more than the fall guy for the Eyes Wide Shut peoples? I tend to think he was in on this. No, he's a part of it. He's not the fall guy. This is not just blame Jamie Spears. No. he was a part of it here. This is almost like another puppet master, right? However, he does not enjoy the position that he was put in, like not enough power. He was like down the ranks from the eyes wide shut top ladder, top rung here. He's down there. He doesn't like it. So he's just like, damn, it's my daughter. I should have the full control. So then he's also messing with Britney in some form or fashion, messing with her mind, playing on her emotions, manipulation, XYZ. So this is almost, they're all against Britney, right? But he is, like, they're using her almost like a kid in a divorce or something. Like, this one's messing with her, this one's messing with her. You know, when you come to my house, I'm going to give you a PlayStation. Oh, well, when you come to my house, I'm going to give you a Sega Genesis. Like, there's this whole thing in between. And I guess in his mind, he thinks, this is my child, and I need to fight for my property. He put out a whole bunch of BS, though, so you can't trust all him either. Okay. Let's see if Lou Taylor was the architect of Britney's captivity, or maybe she's just behind the scenes getting trademarks and websites and things like that. Was Lou Taylor the architect of Britney's captivity? Allegedly. Not fact. I wasn't there. Okay, so this is the public perception that she was behind it. She's not the only one. She's not the only one. It's her and Papa and whoever the higher-ups in Eyes Wide Shut are. She's not the only one. But the public perception is, yes, that she was behind it. But there's this other diabolical Mr. Jekyll and Hyde, whatever figure, who's pulling the strings behind the scenes. And I'm going to say that Lou Taylor just happens to be a player that they put out here in these situations. Not saying she's like some saint. My opinion. She's just a part of it all. Yeah, she's in partnership. So I think we still have her. We have Jamie Spears and whoever. I don't think this must be Jamie Spears. Well, it could have been. It can also be him. There's somebody else who's psychologically playing games and doing shit. Okay, she comes in though. She's the soft touch, allegedly. She's the soft touch to the celebrity who needs to be controlled. So she comes in and that's not what we're trying to do, pumpkin. Just love you so much and we're just looking out for the best for you. That kind of crap. Yeah, she's a part of it. She's an arm of it, big part of it. She's a pinch hitter, shall we say. But it's not the architect of it. No, there's this guy. There's some diabolical dude behind the scenes doing this. Okay. Who approved, I don't know if we'll find out, maybe we'll see that King of Cups guy, who approved the use of black box security to monitor Britney's phone and bedroom? Someone else. This is some other person. There's this whole team up there. There's someone else who wants to monitor. This is the Godfather type energy, right? This is the head honcho over here. They needed to keep a control on her. They wanted to see if she was planning to escape. And no, you're not escaping. You're going to stay here, within here. You are not escaping. Yeah, this was to monitor like what her ideas of like, did she want to leave? Does she want to do this, that, the other thing, to counteract anything that she was going to do. Okay. But no, this is some other entity, dude, Godfather, higher up than even the King of Cups. This King of Wands person, no. So I don't know who approved it, but whoever that Godfather type person was. Was Britney forced to keep working as a form of punishment? I think we could say yes, but let's see what else we can find out about it. I mean, obviously they were profiting off of her. Contracts were already made. Handlers, whoever's just like, go on and put on a happy face. Yeah, just keep working. There's already a contract in place. Go on, put on a happy face. Let's go do this. They're worried about her, that she's not going to be able to finish this contract that they've set her up for. And what they're really looking for is, okay, so this is not just like, this is not like a form of punishment. It is like to make profits. However, there's also this underlying thing of trying to mentally stick in our mind like you don't have a choice. We're trying to break you down so you stop fighting back, so you stop trying to like escape or have free will, whatever. Then it's like, yep, see, we have contracts here. We can't, you have to do these things. There's no chance for change, and we just, these contracts were made. I don't know. I can't do anything about it. But you know what? The first show's coming up. TikTok, let's go. We got to get to it. No chance for her to think, to go, I don't know, if she could seek outside counsel to help her with this. No. No. It's just kind of like you're just stuck in this thing. Okay, let's get on to... Why did Britney's mother stay silent for so long, and then her sister? Well, let's do why did the mother, then the sister. Let's split it up. Let's do a 2-for-1 over here. Why did the mother and the sister stay silent for so long? Mother's already been aced out. She's a part of it. She's like, oh, dude. You want to get your slice of the pie? Just keep your mouth shut. Just keep your mouth shut. You're not a part of this. You're not driving it. You just have to go along with whatever we tell you to do. If she comes to you for this, you're going to say that. If she comes to you for that, you're going to say this. Okay? You're just here to keep her, like, thinking you're mom, and you're trying to guide her and all this shit. But you're just here to take your checks and shut the fuck up and do what we want. Okay. Sister. Hey, do you want to end up like your sister Britney? No. Okay, well then you're just going to keep your mouth shut. I don't care what it is. We'll hook you up with whatever you want, and we'll see if we can get that done for you. But you're just going to keep your mouth shut, and because we know you're looking for your own contract, okay? They're, in a way, I'm not saying those two are like, saints, but they're told to keep their mouth shut and don't say shit about what's going on. All right, so was Sam Lufty trying to help Britney, or was he a part of the web? I would guess he's a part of the web, but we're doing an investigation, so let's see what we can find out. Sam Lufty, what were you up to in this period? Part of the problem. Okay. He's been brought in here. Wow. He's been brought in here to kind of change the trajectory of where things are going and steer them in a different direction. Okay, so he's brought in here. This is like all psychological games, and I don't think I expected all these players to be playing these roles. So whoever Jekyll and Hyde and the Godfather energy are, they have this down, because this is like, you're going to go in there and you're playing this role, and because you're so desperate for money or whatever, we're going to give you everything you want, but this is what role you're playing over there when you go hang out with Britney. There's a contract. And we'll see what we can get you to do. We need you to move her in this certain direction. Do the job and you're going to get paid. So I don't see any, there's no cups here. There's no like, oh, I'm really concerned for her. I'm not getting that at all. I'm getting like, he's like, they need him to move the football down the field. He's down and out in Beverly Hills. He's going to do the job. He's under a contract. Okay. Was Britney's legal representatives compromised by conflicts of interest? I assume we could say yes. Let's see what else we can find out. This looks like a tangled web. They're all touching each other. And yeah. So her legal representatives were not really, my opinion, allegedly, I wasn't there, not her real legal representatives. This is just smoke and mirrors show to the public, like, no, that's her lawyer. Silly goose. Don't question it. That's her lawyer. No, not like, okay, whatever they want to say, it's a bunch of bullshit. They are bought and paid for by the other team, Eyes Wide Shut. They're telling stories, bullshit stories. They're just telling them, okay. They are paid handsomely. They are on the toll, the dill, not the dill, the dole. They're in-house. They're in-house. Okay. Some of them, I guess, have some type of ethics, didn't want to really be a part of this because it was questionable. And they're like, nah, I don't want to be a part of it. And I don't want my name on this. But I don't know if any of them left. Yeah, there were some of them worried about this. So some did have ethics for lawyers. But it didn't matter. The representative still did the job. But it was not to look into her best interest. All right. So, was Britney subjected to MK Ultra tactics as a child performer? I'm going to say yeah. But we'll see what the cards want to tell us. Because, I mean, it looked like she was picked from the beginning. So, taken away to a facility. I wonder where that is. Maybe I don't want to know. Whatever, yes. I'm going to go with yes, yes, yes. But whatever they were doing here, this is not what they were doing maybe 30 years ago. Maybe even 10 years ago. Like it's a new tactic or tactics. There's something new they're doing. Like that's new and improved, okay? So they're building upon what they've already done before to other stars in the past. This is like new and improved. So they take her off somewhere, new and improved, like, let's try this. This should be even better. This is a program that's been going on for a long time, but this is the new and improved version. What do they really want to turn her into? Essentially, something for men to get all excited about. They're like how we were talking about in the beginning, how she's like the schoolgirl and, you know, the predators who Chris Hansen types would be after. Yeah, we're trying to fill that here, and we're trying to turn her up a notch in terms of making her really sexy to, I guess, the Dirty Birds pervs. And all of this. There's a whole thing they're trying to get her to fill a role. Okay. Because they're looking long term in the future for money-making opportunities, tours, merchandise, money, all of it. Okay. And so this was the beginning steps to get her ready to go moving forward. Okay. I think we can guess, but we'll just ask, why do her videos repeatedly use imagery of butterflies, cages, and duality? I don't think she's putting that in there, but they're putting it in there. But okay, I mean, in a way, why do you want to advertise that shit? I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's, I don't know. It's silent messaging. This is like that rumor, that idea, like they have to tell you they're doing this shit. The secret's in plain sight. But there's so much more that we don't even know about. If the public knew how much more was behind the scenes. Okay. That's an interesting idea too. Like, they have to tell you what they're doing. They have to put the secrets out in plain sight, like, so you could connect dots, right? But there's also this element of like, yeah, some of us are doing it, but some of us don't really even want to be a part of it either. The ones of us who like aren't, the main name on the stage. But they put these in there. These are like their hidden Mickeys. They put them in there, out there, to see if we can, it's kind of like putting a label on something, like, oh, you're Levi's jeans with the Levi's brand name on it, right? It's to serve it up. So then the public goes along with it like, oh my gosh, I love butterflies too. What? You want me to put one over my eye? It's to get everybody in on it. Okay. Let's see what's up with the Instagram post. Are they distress signals? Is she spinning? Lately, she's just been spinning around. So what's up with the Instagram post? Something's changed here with the Instagram post. Have to ask more almost, because it's so whoever's in charge of her is looking to move forward with some type of action right now. So something's changed. So I don't know if this is like she wasn't in control of it before, and so now that she's just spinning on these videos for no reason, it seems, to help paint the picture that they need to take control over her again. Oh, here's the other one. There's this one behind the scenes, the Lou. They're trying to get her back into it. They're trying to get her back locked up again. Yep, because here's the hidden forces, eyes wide shut, behind the scenes, and they're trying to get this locked up. They're trying to get her locked up. So what happened behind the scenes? Like, the public perception here is something's changed from what it was before. Now, I think there's been rumors of like, well, she was in charge before and sending coded messages. And then it was like, now she's just dancing and spinning and whatever. And something changed, though, from what it was. Yeah, there's a Queen of Wands. That's totally marketing. Three of Wands. They've changed their, I guess we'll say, mind control tactics. There's this idea of like, remember when we saw like when she's brought into the facilities or whatever to begin with, this is brand new upgraded tactics. Now we're at like, that's not even, those tactics aren't even working at this point. We have a different method. This is like psychological warfare. So there's something new that they've done to get her into this position where she might feel she has her autonomy and she can post these videos and doing whatever the stuff is, right? And at the same point, she's just painting the picture for them to eventually take control of her. They're like letting her run amok, letting her feel like she's free so they can get her again. So let's see. What's up with the dancing? Why is she always dancing in these videos? Like, have they messed her up so she doesn't even have anything else she can think of doing? I mean, the rest of the celebrities, they're probably mind controlled too, but they seem to have different content posted. So what's up with the dances? Okay, I know, tinfoil hat, but this feels very much like, well, that's a program we put into her. This is a show that she's going to put on. We programmed her spin, dance, spin, dance, spin, dance. Like people want to see it. Like there's some rhythmic thing to it. I don't know what, because we're trying to get her locked up. She's just like, think about it. If they could loop together all these videos of her spin dancing, spin dancing, spin dance, this is like painting the perfect picture for them to lock her up. Okay. Was Britney's release from the conservatorship carefully orchestrated to avoid lawsuits? From who, I don't know, but there's the conservatorship. Yeah, it's them taking control of the situation. Yeah. Things were running, tensions were running high, and shit's spiraling out of control. And it doesn't really matter. Say they let her out of the conservatorship. They're still in control. The house always wins, like the casino. So, yeah, there's something else brewing here. Almost like they'd gone too far. If whoever's like investigating, looking into causing any trouble, there's too many other things that could be exposed. We can't have that. So let's back off away from this. She's still going to be under their control. So no worries. There's other legal ways to keep her under their thumb. Okay, yeah. So she wasn't really released. Now, I've read on Sam Asghari before, and he seemed to be like a mole handler, whatever you want to call it. But let's see Sam's role. I think it's come out that he was a handler, but I don't know. Maybe I was just making that up in my social media dreams. But Sam Asghari, failed handler, or just a failed distraction. Yeah, he's an undercover mole. Yeah, he was contracted. Yeah, he was contracted to get to Britney because it seemed like the Godfather and Jekyll and Hyde and the lady had a tough time getting into her. So here, let's send her in this dude. And all working together. He's reporting back. Yeah. He's helping to get her where they need her to go. Oh, my God. How much work? Is that money really worth it? Like when you go to hell and Satan's giving you a high five, was that money on earth really worth it to do this shit to her? I don't think so. Okay. Let's ask this. Is that even the original Britney? There's like so many rumors that that's not even her. Like she's not the same. She's different. Maybe there's an actor. Is that really Britney? The original Britney? And seemingly it would be, but I don't know, girl. You know, you saw what they did with Joe Biden, so I'm just saying. I'm going to say yes, that's the same Britney, but this one's like on getting out of control. This is like a high-speed car chase where the car's about ready to get flipped over. Eek. Because here's why they already got like a double ready to come out that's complacent, that's ready to do the job they want. So there's that idea. There's also like they want her gone because, you know, she's probably worth more money muerto than she is alive. Hidden forces at play. They're at the money. So changes are unfolding. See, they've got two plays they can do this with her next. Either they're going to bring out like, you know, we get control of her and we're going to pretend send her away to some place. And then here comes a brand new refreshed Britney 2.0. They're looking to see if they can do that. If not, then they just vote her off the island, Earth plane. And then then they just can keep, either way, they have their routes that they want to go with her. And there's some dispute currently at the moment about how they're going to go about this. But I'm going to say this is the 1.0 version, but it's like going horribly wrong. All of their little methods of controlling her have gone terribly wrong. And it looks like they're ready to exit version 1 off into fairy tale land and bring out either the new version or the memory, so everyone can be paying for that memory because they wouldn't see her again. Okay, this is terrible. Terrible. All right, that's what I have for you. And until next time, adios.